Hello guys, welcome to yet another session of Rakesh Vlogs. I'm just sending this message to my members so that who are interested they can join. So I'm just typing this to a couple of friends and we'll start in 1 minute and just in a minute. Okay, it's 9. We can just start. कुछ ऐसा करके दिखा खुद खुश हो जाए खुदा आशाएं मिले दिल की उम्मीदें हंसे दिल की अब मुश्किल नहीं कुछ भी नहीं कुछ भी. Yes, guys, welcome to yet another session of Rakesh Vlogs. And as always, it's an honor and with a lot of gratitude I'm doing this. Thank you for giving me an opportunity and this venue. I thank my parents, my teachers, my the members, passion planner members, as well as my college schoolmates, everyone. So we can quickly start today's session. Today's session is an interesting session. That is, in this session, Danlok, to you, this is the heading of the session. So just tell me, like, does it ring any bell to you? That is, today's session will teach you about what you learn about dealing with soup nasi. You will here learn about dealing with soup nasi, about dealing with a client and doing business on your own terms. I will reframe it. In this session, you will be getting the characters of Soup Nasi on how he deals with a client and does business on his own terms. So I will give more clarity onto this. That is, when I read also, I couldn't get anything from the heading. But the Soup Nasi is that word is got from Seinfeld. It is a season. It is a just like Friends and all. It is like a program where entertainment program where which we used to highlight streaming the Star Wars. So in this, there is a character. There is a famous episode called Soup Nasi. So in this Jerry Field and other friends will be going to a restaurant to get a soup. So this is how the situation goes. It is a famous episode, and they when they go to the restaurant, unlike other restaurants here, they see that they will have to stand in a line to get the soup. So that itself surprises them. And after that, what happens is that once they take the soup, before taking the soup, the Nasi people tell that this soup guy will tell him that first pay the money and then you can take the soup. So to which his friend and they are surprised because they tell why after having food only we will serve soup only we will have it, before that we will not pay. Then the soup nasi replies that no soup for you. This is a famous dialogue, that is no soup for you. So in here what we can see that is that this soup nasi is working. He is doing a business on his own terms. He is not trying to impress anyone. He is not trying to make friends with anyone. Here he knows that his product is good. He knows that there is demand for this product. He knows that he has his own policy which he has work towards it. So he is not ready to uh, change it for the convenient of a sing of for a customer or anything. This is what happens to most of our people's life, to which I would like to bring to my business when I had to how I dealt also. Initially, when I started business, there was a time when I used to get consultants, and I used to, I used to bargain regarding, because I also made sure that I don't put my uh, service or the service charge down, and I always made sure that it is always what I wanted. I was not ready to uh, compromise on it. So each time when people ask to reduce it or anything, I used to straight away say that no, this is the way it goes, and I'm not ready to compromise. And after a while, there came a time when business was not getting closed, and I still remember that I went to a client and I asked him that, can I do it, can I close this business, I mean, can I was not getting any business, to which I went to this client and asked like, can I'm trying to look for a business, so can you give me business? To which he told that uh, now what happened, I will explain this one more time. That is, business was not happening, and I approached this client for getting a business. So he found that I was frustrated and I am badly looking for a business, to which this client became now the needy, I mean, the over the top. He understood that I'm the needy person. So now he began to act smart, and he told that I don't think like I can do this business. I am not ready to pay you this much. Maybe I will can only adjust. You need to reduce it down. And this business to which I was telling, there was a huge market for this, but unfortunately I was not getting business and I was really needy. And he made me do that business. If it is like the payment, I'm telling you as an example, to which this client brought that service charge to so narrow, like 10,000, 5,000. And to my surprise, he was bringing it, keeping on down, and I was also, I was so needy that I was also getting, letting my self-esteem or that uh, the business I had the set for this, that is the so and so charge will I set for this so and so business, I start to bring it down. So I was now compromising myself, which is a very bad thing. And this is what you also should learn from this, that never compromise on your business. Never compromise. That is, in case if you can get, that is, you have told that this is my service charge, you should not compromise it at any cost. And because as per Danlok and through my experience also, what I understood that was clients are replaceable. Money is also we can make it, but time is not replaceable, because I spent so much energy for getting that client, and ultimately I didn't get that client also. Moreover, it I was just poking myself. That is, I was bringing my self-esteem down where there was no point. So you also can notice that there are many situations in life where many relationships also, like, you are so desperate to make that happen, and the other person is not showing interest, maybe because you are so desperate, you are giving that vibration, and that is creating a sort of bad feeling towards the other team. I can give you another example, which Mr. Danlok also told that. That is, in case if you are dating a girl and you are looking out to date a girl and you want to ask her out, and if you show that like you are really needy, so you badly want it, you will not get it. You will get rejected every single time, and it has happened to me. And number of times, I mean, the way the I has acted so desperate, so needy, so trying to impress that I it at the end of the day I had to suffer this, in the sense like the dating never worked. I never got it, to be frank. I never got. because I was desperate. And there was other guy who was really acting cool, because from thinking from her point of view is also, we can understand that you can see, if you are a girl and someone is asking you for a date, and the other person is acting all sort of weird things, so he is badly, he is, his body language, his way of talking, he is not straightforward, he has emotionally he is unstable, so and so thing is happening, he just want to get that. But from thinking from girl point of view also, it will give an impression that this person is not steady, so I better go for someone who is level headed. So this has happened, so it is very important. Same goes for the client or any relation also. Don't desperately look for relationship or uh, this business. Same goes, so that is, if you are badly looking or looking for money, same goes for money also. That is, if you're badly looking for money, that is, you are depressed for money, you are acting so weird for money, money will not come to you. But if you are not giving any attention or you are not showing interest to money, money will come to you. That is the psychology of money. You can experience that yourself also. It is the same thing, because when Danlok told us, it did make sense, because it has happened to me where there was a time when I was not badly in need of money or badly not looking for a job. I easily got a job, and or I was making profit. And there was a time when I was badly uh, I was barely looking for a relation or things. It didn't work out, and when I was not showing interest, things started changing in me. So the bottom line is that you should not be desperate. You should show. You should also keep your self-esteem also on the top. It is very important. You should have a clear object. You should stick with a company policy. That is what the Sue company, that Sue episode. What was it? Nasi soup, soup nasi episode shows. So it is very important that. And again, going further, Danlok tells that because these kind of clients are so negative in their thoughts, so negative mostly, and that they will drain you. They will not give any. The conversation also will not reach anywhere, and you will be unnecessarily wasting your lot of energy. And even Danlok says that because when he when he approaches a client, or when he goes with this program, many of his customers tell that this is like, will it be effective, or will it be, is it good enough? They come up with a lot of queries. And when Mr. Danlok feels that a slight sense of vibration that this is negative, or his attitude is not, I'm not getting the right vibration or the right wavelength, he immediately cuts it off. So it is a, as per Danlok, it is very important that one need to show a positive attitude. And also, if you feel that in relationship also or in business, if you feel that a particular person or business is toxic, better cut down on an immediate basis. Because Mr. Danlog again says that that is as per conventional rule, conventional wisdom. It says that you need to respect all, you need to give equal respect to all the clients, or treat everyone with equal respect. But Mr. Danlog has another way of thinking, that as per Mr. Typical Danlog, that is, it doesn't work like that. He is telling to stick with 80% rule. And what is 80% rule? 80% rule tells that you just need to focus only this, that the remaining 20% only will is the actual business, that is the only creamy layer, or the actual person who will give that business. The rest is, you have the right to avoid it. 80% rule says that, that is, you need to concentrate on that layer which gives importance, or which gives the, for example, 80%, the remaining 20% is what Mr. Danlock is highlighting. The remaining 80% he is not giving importance, he is ready to reject, or he is ready to throw out of the window, because he knows that he is ready to give his full attention only to this 20%. So always go for this 80% rule. That will be really helpful in your business. And the Danlok tells that also how much is it practical, because for a person who's just started a business, he also had to compromise. He also there was difficult days when he had to compromise, and he was not in a position because he wanted to bring food on the table, and so he was forced to accept the clients who are he was. But when Danlok is telling, like, when I think about this more deeper, I understood that that business didn't reach anywhere. The only it only gave that negative vibration and spoiled the entire day. For example, how many number of times you have dealt like with a, just you might have been going through a good time, but a single client comes to you and ruins the entire day. Or another situation where a single call from a client and disturb you, or a single email from the lot comes and disrupts the entire day. How many times it has happened? That's why Danlok is telling, like, he doesn't look at even the emails. He makes sure that the other clients, that is his, he gives a task to the secretary or the other staff so that they look and tell him the status of, because so they filter the genuine clients so that he can give his full energy and attention to it. And Danlok also tells that when he goes for a client, this we need to abide by that policy. That I believe that is, Danlok never compromises his way of working. He has a program called Spending a Day with Dan, and it costs around $20 million or $20,000. It $20,000. So he is telling, like, there are cases where people tell that can you reduce the money. He doesn't even bother. He just cut from the straight. He doesn't, because that all part it the the deduction and everything is done by the filtration is done by the clients, I mean the his assistants. And when he gets the other layer, he checks, now he is checking that this person is he good enough, because Danlop makes sure that he they keep the promises. If Danlop asks them to come and meet, and if they don't come at the right time or right date, he just cut them off. Similarly, when he asked for assignment to do, or when he asked to do a presentation, work on a presentation, or when he asked to follow a certain policy, and if they don't follow, he straight away cuts it, because he wants to make sure that he follows them, because Danlok is considering their, their business as his business, and he is putting so much energy to it that genuinely he wants them to win. And if he doesn't goes by the rule, then he immediately cuts them off. So I believe that this we can also apply this to our daily life also. I told about some of my relatives who are really successful, and I got a chance to be with them, and this is like something really fun. And these people are really disciplined and very much clear head, and they are putting so much energy and with so much precise goal. And I still remember that this person had that is, I was going to Dubai, UAE, for the first time, and this person had taken me, and he was so clear that okay, I will, I will put so much energy, and within 2 or 3 months, I will make sure that I will get him the job. Or so now he was now telling a lot of rules and regulations. That is, you have to follow this process. You need to get up this time. You need to. So he was becoming more stricter and difficult to deal with. And there came a time when I put my hands and it is not working for me. I'm not interested, and I just. But when I go back to this time, I understand that it was a mistake, or that person was so successful that he was giving his time to spend with me. He was giving his time, and I was getting an opportunity to spend a time with him. So I should have explored more, learned bit more discipline, more patience, and try to learn, grasp as much as possible, because I was getting a time to spend a day with a successful person. And these people are really, really disciplined, and they have, when they tell you like jump, you need to instantly jump. You, in case if you ask questions, which happened to me, you should not. If you are doing this training, I now, the other thing that I'm seeing is a passion planner. This is a passion planner, Mr. Dave Gadvi is dealing with that, and he's also following this same principle. That is, he's telling to his mentees that if I tell something, I want you to instantly deliver that without asking questions. And and I see number of cool Mendes also. Some Mendes I see that why he's talking like rubbish and everything. And there are some Mendes who are so well learned, so they are taking the chance, they are taking the leap of faith. That is something which I should have done, and something I tell you also. In case if you get an opportunity like such successful people, have a blind leap of faith because they have seen more world than us, and they know what they're doing, how they are thinking. They're really strict, maybe, but they have, they want, because they are considering you, your win as their win. You know that they are considering your win as their win. They consider that in case if you are successful in life, they consider that it is their success in their life. They're so passionate, such people. They just desperately want you to be successful. Desperately want you to be successful. And that is what I'm also trying to come up with this program. I hope I just deviated from the topic, which was like you need to stick with the principle and this, but this is also same important as well as this is also important. So this is what I wanted to tell you. I hope I think I mainly covered most of the topic. So, as I told, like when Danlok tells another interesting thing that he as spend a day with Dan, that is $20 million. He told. So once there was a Chinese customer who wanted to spend a day with Dan. He had taken this program, but he could not come to Dan at that assigned date. So this Chinese guy called him and told that he's a wealthy guy, and he called this guy, Mr. Dan, and told that can we fix it for another date, or can you come to my place? I will arrange a restaurant. We can have food and everything. Then Dan told, sorry, I'm not interested. I told you this date, this time you should be here. So I'm not ready to compromise. Then this person offered some more thing like I will pay for the flight ticket. Please come down. To which Dan didn't oblige. He was still sticking to his grounds. He was telling like, sorry, this is a policy. I'm not ready to do that. Again, he told that, can we? I will pay double the amount. Please come. This time also, Dan told, sorry, this is the policy. I really like you. Maybe we can do it some other time, but I'm sorry, we will have to cancel. And the client was so impressed with this Dan that he immediately he took the time. And so sometimes when you're sticking with a principle and when you are showing that you are not ready to keep your integrity for sale, it gives an impression to the other person that okay, this person is really genuinely good, this person is genuinely, he is genuine. So, because Dan, there has been cases where Dan has refunded them or he has given cancelled the his clients' mentees for the bad attitude also. So this is what Dan is telling. Like now, Dan, as per Dan, he's telling like, I have this rule. I can do. Sometimes I do it twice a month. Sometimes I do once a month, and I do as per my convenient. I don't do it for other people, timing or for helping other people. For him, this is a business. This is absolutely for making money. But at the same time, he makes a point that it is mutually beneficial. He is right on the point. So that is what I want to tell you guys. When you are going to go for this, don't sell your integrity. Always stick to the company policy. And because you can get clients, you can get money, but time is not replaceable. On that note, this is Rakesh bidding you goodbye and have a lovely day and great night. And thank you for your wonderful time. Love you guys. Take care. God bless.